Greetings. So?
Thank you, but I'll continue.
Ah, my child, I'm happy that you are here. I've had an idea.
Please do.
I've known the Mother Cardinal for quite some time. She is a formidable woman. I fear that your cousin might be a little defenseless when dealing with her.
What do you have in mind?
Diplomacy is not only a matter of formal encounters. If we had the means to action more personal leverage, the Mother Cardinal...
How could we ever find...
Everyone has nasty little secrets, my child.
It is a very good idea.
I understand.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care.
Greenblood, there's something I would like to...
I'm listening.
I recruited a young man for the Guard a few months ago. Talented. Very talented. I've been tracking his progress, and I learned that he's been sent to the barracks in New Serene. I would like you to meet him so that you can give me your opinion.
My opinion?
Ever since our departure from Serene, I've spent nearly every second, but I have clear standing orders to assure the protection of Constantine. And I don't know...
I see. You've been thinking this recruit might be a suitable personal guard?
Precisely. And you're... So then.
I don't have time now.
Anything else?
I must leave you.
Desarde, can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
According to Lady Mirange's instructions, the ruins should be in this area. A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Look, these are the ruins we're looking for. But unless we can climb up the cliff, I do not know how we'll get there.
Some of the tunnels in the mine may lead to it. We should go there.
A bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
Everything a miner could need. And everything a... Greetings, my lord. How may I... Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Here's the entrance to the mine. It may be worth talking to the villagers.
Good day. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the ruins on the plateau?
You aren't the first to ask me about them, but the answer is still the same. I've nothing to tell you. Not that I wouldn't want to, but I've never... There must have been a path once upon a time, but it's no... Some say that you have to pass through the mines to get there. A few of the tunnels do climb. It's certainly possible, I would say. But those tunnels are all closed, and we have better things to do. The iron ore, it doesn't come out of the ground by itself. Do you need anything else?
Talk to me about the mines.
It wasn't us that first dug them out. They're really old. It takes little effort to unearth the minerals that we want. What more could we... Seeing as how there aren't that many of us, if we were pressed to mine... But the time will come, when folks hear about what we're pulling from these rocks.
Hello. You lost?
No. Why do you...
Just so we rarely get visitors.
What can you tell me about the ruins that...
Not a great deal. To my knowledge, no one's ever been able to... There were some officials from the city that came, but when they saw they couldn't easily climb up to the plateau, there must have been a path that caved in. Unless some sort of tunnel... Anything else?
I'll leave you to it then.
Until we meet...
I can't do that.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
It's not possible just now.
We must find out how to open it.
The door is blocked. The mechanism that controls it is complex. And as would be expected, it is missing a part. The piece I found was once part of this mechanism, but it's too worn. It needs to be repaired.
It worked. We can resume our journey.
It's not possible just now.
Finally, here we are. These are the ruins that Lady Lorene spoke to us about.
And she was right. These do not resemble native constructions at all.
Explore the area. Something may give away the identity of the architects.
see.
This seal. I know the insignia. Even if it has become more detailed in recent decades. It's hard to believe my eyes.
What you're seeing doesn't seem to please you.
This is the ancient coat of arms of Serena. Let's get... This journal confirms what we suspected. A continental nation had once attempted to colonize the island with the help of the Nords, and they were repulsed. From what I was able to decipher, few of them actually managed to escape. The major part of the journal has faded, and I'm not able to decipher the name of the author. I don't think we'll learn anything else here. No possible doubt remains. All the clues point in the same... The people from the sea who built these ruins and confronted the natives...
It's difficult to admit. And to think that I turn to you to... I do not judge you guilty of the crimes of your ancestors.
I know. This will not help our relations with your people, that is certain.
Goes to show that times change. To think that you were once conquerors. You're gonna have to pay me more for protection. If it comes out, there will be those who see red.
This must be the reason they kept us in the dark. Constantine is going to be Corsilion.
Decidez, my young student. What can I do?
Looking forward to seeing you.
Cousin! You have returned! How did things go?
Oh, you don't look well. What's happened here?
Nothing. Nothing terribly bad in any case. I must have eaten something that's having trouble going through me.
Seems to me that this illness has been lingering too long. Who prepares your meals? Are they safe?
No one is poisoning me, dear cousin. We are far from court and their customs. It's nothing. Take my word for it. Now then, what do you have to tell me?
We had a talk with Lady Morange and we explored the ruins that she suggested we visit. All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were originally built by the Congregation of Merchants.
The congregation? Us? But Father never once even hinted. Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret.
Constantine.
We need to learn more. I want to understand. I need to know everything my father has kept from me. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the answers. The congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help.
You were thinking of us. But I assure you that I know nothing of this.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed... Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the final chapter of this story.
Very well.
Anything else?
How are relations with our allies?
Oh, they bow and scrape, and they regularly show that they can better try to convince me to embrace them. Taleme wants to convert me, and the Alliance assures me that only they will allow us to benefit from progress. They're a bunch of old foxes. But the only thing they really want is to increase their influence on this.
I'm going to leave now.
Look out for yourself.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur in wine.
Ah, you're welcome. It's such a... Have you seen it? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Greenblood, tell me, do you remember that young recruit I spoke? I would still like... So then, would...
But of course, let's go.
Raina must be with the other recruits in the barracks.
I had thought you a lone wolf with only our good friend in your pack. But I was mistaken.
I am full of surprises, pretty she-wolf.
You'll find all you need.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent.
Atuoi! Can you help me?
Hello. I'm not one of your people. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate? Is that...
Indeed. I'm in charge of diplomatic relationships with other nations.
So you'll be able to help me? My chief sent me to... But there are these Bod Irony who do
These what?
Bod Irony. The Ironbacks. The warriors who protect every time I come. They take my items without lease. I don't understand how...
Very well. Stay here.
Allah Redaron. Oh.
Good day, soldiers.
Your Excellency.
Captain?
Soldiers.
May we be of service?
Rank and assignment, soldiers.
Recruit, First Class, Blue Silver Regiment, 8th Company, Your Excellency.
The Blue Silver Regiment is made up of men attributed to serve the Congregation of Merchants. And the 8th Company was sent to Tier for D.
Anything else, Excellency?
What is your charge?
Maintain order in the city, Excellency. Anything else, Excellency?
Rank and assignment, soldier.
Recruit, First Class, Blue Silver Regiment.
The Blue Silver and the 8th Company.
Anything else,
I'm looking for the soldier, Rainer.
I never heard that name before, Captain.
Never heard the name, Captain.
That's strange. I'm certain he was...
Maybe he's been moved since then. When was the last time you'd heard...
In Serene. Just before our departure.
If I may, Captain, should I have a word with the quartermaster?
That's right, Captain. He has a register with the affectation. Anything else, Excellency?
That will be all.
At ease, soldier.
Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain Kirk.
Manfred!
Always, as you can see.
I met an islander in the streets who was complaining to me about the guard's behavior.
Really?
It would seem that patrols have confiscated the goods he was hoping to sell.
Oh, I see. Indeed. The problem, Your Excellency, is that our merchants who do not have a patent ratified by the Minister cannot sell their goods. And since your islander doesn't have one, I doubt he even knows what it is. My men have no choice but to confiscate his nick.
I see. Thanks for clarifying that.
Is there anything else?
I've been looking for one of my recruits. Goes by the name of Rainer. I would like for His Excellency to meet him.
Rainer? I'm sorry, Kurt.
Informed about what?
He is dead. He was found, drowned in the port harbour day before. I was told he had too much to drink and fell in. I'm extremely sorry, Kurt. The young men drink more than they can handle when they're...
That's bollocks. That lad isn't the sort to sully himself with drink.
People change. When they're far from home, the lads...
I still don't believe it.
Listen, you might as well go and ask the doctor down in the morgue. I might have misunderstood what was reported to me. Those doctors use such long words.
Excellent idea.
You're right.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you. Minister.
Your Excellency, it is always an honor. How may
I would like to talk to you about an islander who's trying to... Since he doesn't have a patent, His wares get confiscated.
And you want me to provide? I would be delighted to show you the procedure to follow so that we may start. You'll understand that we cannot give an authorization without. We must determine the tax rate according to this value, determine the best. In short, these things.
I'm certain that my cousin will be delighted to hear that our relations with the natives are progressing in a significant way. And he will probably be very grateful to the minister who helped their first merchant to set.
Indeed. I seem to recall reading a circular on the necessity of a... We could accelerate things by...
I would think so too.
Very well. Here's the patent that will allow your protege. You should give him this copy, the other one. However, one of my representatives will visit his stall for...
Thanks a lot, Minister.
Would you like anything else?
That'll be all.
Goodbye, Your...
You came back.
What is it? I was just bringing you the patent.
The Bud Irony came back, and they took my cousin away. He came to bring us animal pelts, and knew what the warriors came back. They took every... Oh, I don't know what they will do with him.
I don't see why they would have arrested your cousin.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for...
I've come to see you again to talk about the... I managed to obtain a license for him, but he informed me that while I was taking care of...
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. Especially considering... I'm afraid my men ran out of patience when they saw this. They wanted to confiscate his car. He was thrown in jail. If you want to set him free, that's where you must go. I should have known you'd managed to obtain the necessary license.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
Hello, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for a prisoner.
You're a bit late. He was sent to find...
In the arena. So this man was judged.
Whoa there! Do you really? He attacked some guards. He's lucky he wasn't gunned down. At least in the arena, he has a chance of...
This man was only defending the goods he was bringing to... And now he has to fight...
I have no hand in this. I'm not the one who made this decision. They brought him...
What did you do with the goods?
They got confiscated, put in the storeroom. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Well now, a visit. Can I help you with something?
We are here concerning the matter of Recruit Rayner.
Are you family, or...?
You could say that. I'm the one who recruited.
I see. Well, what I can...
When was the body brought to you?
Day before yesterday, in the early morning.
Can you tell me anything about the circumstances?
All I know is what I was told by the fellows who brought them. They said they'd spent the evening together at the tavern. That they'd had a great horrid habit, the soldiers all...
Rayner was not a drinker.
Maybe not. All the same, he was drinking that night. He stepped outside for a moment and never came back in. His companions found him drowned in the bay early...
How then did he die? In your...
He drowned. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and his death makes no sense. He didn't drink, and he...
All the same, that's what happened.
Might we take a look at the body?
No, I wouldn't recommend...
I'm a soldier, Doc. I've seen a number of men in pieces.
I regret...
I have as of yet to present myself. I'm Sir Desardet, legate of the... And as the title infers, I have the power to inspect this barracks and all, therefore,
I see. 1,000 pardons, Excellency. It's the body in the middle. Examine him if you must. But please be so kind as to not leave a mess after you...
This one is just a boy. His face is still locked in an expression of pain. Kurt, is this...
Yes, that's my Rainer. Poor kid. I should have...
If you want to learn more, we'll need to examine the body.
He's not the first young man I've seen with the lights gone from his eyes.
I'm no doctor, but this boy doesn't seem to have drowned at all. It looks like he's been beaten.
The boy I knew would never have drunk himself senseless to the point he'd fall into the bed.
I believe you, Kurt. But if we want to prove it...
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you. Excuse me, Doctor, but you owe us a few explanations.
It is absolutely the cause of... The science of death is a complex art, and...
That is true, but you are. Your writing is hard to read, but the word drowning never...
What an idiot. I should have burned those notes. I am truly sorry. I swear I have never, ever falsified a report, but I was given no choice in the matter.
How's that? What are you talking...
Two men, lieutenants, I believe, brought a body to me telling me the boy had drowned. I saw immediately this was a lie, but I did not push the matter. I began my examination, planning to submit my report to the men returned. I was told to forget what I'd discovered and say that he had indeed drowned.
Who were they?
I have no idea. I had never seen them before at the barracks. I guessed their rank by their uniforms.
What colours were they sporting?
None. They must have removed the emblems of their regiment. Listen, it's obvious that this boy was beaten repetitively, and that I have no intention of suffering...
Have no fear, Doctor. We will make no mention of your...
Andevars tire. That means, may the earth welcome him. I am sorry for you, Kurt.
Thank you, Siora. Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Hello, Your Excellence. What can I do for you?
We have a situation, Manfred. The doctor falsified his report. He was...
You have to be pulling me leg. Who bullied the crowface?
Lieutenants that he didn't recognize, alas, and who wore no regiment emblems.
Which regiment was Rainer assigned to? I would like to have a word with his commanding officer.
Let me have a look at the register. Stab my heart with a rusty blade. His name's been crossed out.
What mess was the boy into, Manfred? What could this be about?
Your lad was in the 6th or maybe the 11th, before being reassigned to who knows where.
Just like that? You out of everyone have to know where the recruits are assigned.
Not of late. This isn't the first lad who's been reassigned all of a sudden at the drop of a hat. Each time I start complaining about it, I'm told they've changed regiments. And it's not my...
Something truly bizarre is going on here.
Let's try and discover which company he was stationed at before this mysterious...
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
I need to get to the bottom of this mystery, Greenblood. I don't like being taken for a fool. Even if the lieutenants weren't stationed at these barracks, someone here must know where Rainer was assigned.
We should also go and check the tavern. Men on leave will perhaps have looser lips than those within the walls.
Good day, and welcome to the arena.
It is.
Excellent. The crowd just... So, are you ready to rise to the challenge? Or would you... Unless, of course, you're just here to go over them.
I wish to fight alongside the island hunter that was captured.
Really? You'd have to go in alone. Your friends will need to stay. Are you sure that this prisoner is worth risking your life?
This man has been the victim of terrible injustice. I cannot stand...
Oh, that's extremely noble of you. I have to warn you, though. If you want to fight now, you will lose your bonus in the running challenges. So, what'll it be?
Justice cannot wait. I'm ready.
Excellent. What a show! You've won the affections of the crowd. And when the crowd makes a decision, it gets what it wants.
I owe you my life. By what name should I...
My name is Desade. In fact, follow me. Let's go.
Ah, Anol Menawi. Oi, Ven.
Then you must thank this Onol Manawi.
Thank you. May the grass always...
Don't mention it. I also brought...
May the trees always bear you fruit. You should go see Ulan, the chief of Vignamri, my village. He wants to be friends with the Renaigse. Since you are a legate... Ah, Anol Menawi.
I'm just passing through.
One armor that fits you like a glove. We'll make it for you.
Good day, Lieutenant.
My lord? You are one of the governor's
Indeed. Decide...
My sincere pardon, Excellency. Captain?
Lieutenant.
How can I help you?
We seek information concerning a young recruit.
Rayner. Sorry, name isn't familiar to me.
Are you sure about that? This isn't...
I'm certain, Captain.
I recruited him. The boy was killed and then tossed in the bay. I want the head of...
I did hear talk of a young lad found in the port waters, but I was told that it was an accident, and I had no... Are you sure the lad was...
Absolutely certain.
That's horrible.
Too bad. Thank you. Good day, soldier.
Good day, my lord.
Desade.
Captain Kurt.
Oh, excuse me, Excellency. At your service, my lord.
You don't quite look like you've got the hang of all this. How long have you been...
It's quite normal for a new...
I joined up 4 months ago, but at the beginning we were on board ship, you see. I don't know if that... I started exercises when we got to New Serene, but...
And do you like it here?
I sure do. That's why I joined the Guard, to come here.
I do.
Anything else?
Since you know who we are, present yourself.
Yes, sir. Recruit 2nd Class Alric, Blue Silver Regiment, 11th Company. Anything else?
Do you know a recruit going by the name of Rayner?
Rayner? It's just...
The boy is terrified now that he knows who we are. So long as he's in that state, he'll say nothing of worth. You should bring him up.
That will be all, soldier. Thank you.
Thank you. What can I pour for you?
Give me a bottle of your best drink.
There you go. At your service, my lord.
Here. You seem tired and a little on edge. A drink.
It's just that...
You're on leave, or you wouldn't be at the tavern. Then why not?
Yes, but this is His Excellency's own bottle. I don't know if I can.
Drink, I tell you.
Now then, why don't you tell us what you know about Rainer?
Well, I didn't serve with him. Well, not really. He was leaving the 11th when I joined. Everyone said he was good, strong, and then, poof. Lieutenant got this order, and he wasn't happy. And I mean, really. And then Rainer, he was gone. We asked where he'd been sent, but the lieutenant didn't want to tell us. Said that it was no. But you, he won't be able to say no to you. You should go and offer him a drink.
Where can we find your lieutenant?
At the barracks.
Thank you. And watch yourself when leaving. Wouldn't want you to... That will be all, soldier.
Thank you. You're...
Come closer, good people. Liquor and wine from the continent. Let's get rid of these money bags.
Hello, officer.
Excellency, can I do something for you?
Could you tell me which company you serve?
The 11th. Anything else?
What's your assignment?
The 11th is assigned to road and outpost security for the... As for me, I'm responsible for the training of... Anything else?
We are concerned about the death of a young recruit named Rainer.
Let's be perfectly straight. We know that Rainer belonged to your company. And as the acting lieutenant instructor, you certainly had him under your... So just stop with the lies.
You know what they say? Guard business is...
And concerns only the guard. Now, unless you've lost your eyesight, you've a captain in...
I know.
If you have so much as an ounce of respect for the boy, speak... Don't you believe he deserves...
Yes. Rainer was indeed a member of my company. And an excellent recruit.
Continue.
One morning, I got a note telling me he'd been transferred from my company. He'd received... I was so furious that I did my own little investigation to see where he'd been sent. It wasn't easy. No one wanted to give me answers. No one seemed to know anything. But one thing's for certain. Rainer wasn't the only man to have... disappeared. I learned that a good many recruits, all the cream of the crop, had been reassigned. And finally, I learned about the...
What sort of nonsense are you...
A sort of
secret, elite.
Where can we find them?
I've no idea. I had to put my investigation to rest. Things were getting dangerous. This regiment protects its secrets at all. If you want to know more, the training officer of the 6th, it's been said that he took part in one of their missions.
Are you certain you've nothing more to tell me about?
I've told you everything I know. Go and see the officer of the 6th. Anything else?
Thank you, Lieutenant. Hello, officer.
Excellency. Can I do something?
Are you certain you've nothing more to tell me about this?
I told you everything. Go and see the officer.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Good day, Lieutenant.
Excellency, what's your pleasure?
What company do you serve?
The 6th, excellent. Anything else?
To where are you assigned?
The 6th Company is in charge of exploration and expansion of the colony, of the congregation. We operate mainly in the wilderness areas. Indirect, but don't worry. We respect to the letter congregation. We avoid all confrontation with them. Anything else?
Tell me about the Phantom Regiment.
About what?
Come now, Lieutenant. You do realize that the activities, secrets, threats, fabrication, this resembles more the pursuits of a criminal organization. Am I to conclude that you...
No. No.
So then tell me what you've...
I've seen the regiment. Even fought beside them on an operation. On that occasion, our marching orders were kept secret until the last minute. We were asked to remove our regiment emblems, and our pay wasn't even recorded. And of course, we were ordered to speak to no one about it under... I hope you realize the risk I'm taking, talking to you about all...
Have no fear. We understand.
An attack. A lightning strike on a caravan from the Bridge Alliance.
Marvelous. A company that behaves like back...
I know. It really shakes. The regiment is made up of young recruits, carefully chosen. Only the best make it through. The training is extremely arduous. And my guess is that Raynor isn't the only one who's died. I know that they set up camp just outside the city, but I'd be at a loss to tell you precisely where it's found.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
This story is making me sick. Poor Raynor. If I'd have known, I'd never have recruited him.
I'm sorry, Kurt.
This isn't your doing. But these filthy phantoms, or whatever they are gonna...
You do realize that your own commander is certainly involved. Outright clandestine operations could not have taken place without his approval.
That he's aware of the existence of the regiment, there is no doubt. That he approved. It wouldn't be the first head that didn't know what his hands were up.
What do you wish to do now?
I'm gonna find the location of this camp. I have a few friends, and when I know where to smoke out these bastards, I'll go. If you were of a mind to accompany me, 2 of us would not be too many to make sure they set.
Let me know when you discover where they are to be found.
You can count on me. Green blood, my friend. Do you need something?
Tell me about your family.
Yes, a prostitute. She may be the only... As soon as I could... Anything else?
I must leave you.
Ready to excite the crowd? Perfect. My lords and ladies, here is a new team of fighters. Taking Ready to excite the crowd?
I need to get going.
Huh.
Things are about to get dicey.
Excellent. And the public really appreciated it. Now that was a challenge well won. Perfect. As soon as you're ready, you can jump right in. You saw them win the first challenge with audacity! And here they are again!
About to get dicey.
Excellent. And the public really appreciated it. Perfect. Here for your greatest pleasure, our team of...
Move away. Things are about to get dicey. Things are about to get dicey.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Excellent. And the public really appreciated it. Now that was a Perfect. You've grown to love their faces. You know their tactics. The excellent...
To Sarde, what can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were built by the congregation. In one of them we found a journal that made reference to your... This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions, questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the Pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the Pact. Anything else?
I need to be going.
Good people.
Minister.
Your ex... How?
That'll be all.
Goodbye.
Sir de Corsilion.
Decidez, my young...
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Good. You have traveled great distance. Keep doing what you're... Can you rope?
I found no traces of Professor Seraph.
That's most regrettable. Can you rope?
Looking forward to seeing you again.
Have you considered my proposition?
What was it again, precisely?
I've known the Mother Cardinal.
What do you have?
Diploma. If
How could we...
Everyone has enough.
It is a very good idea.
I understand.
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what we found in those ruins. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on the subject.
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans. I suppose that she...
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus met with some problems, and she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. Or rather, who. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Thélème, and refuse to express their faith openly. It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Thélème lands. And of course, seek out the Bishop Domitius.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my...
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. De Sardet. Your admiral has sent me.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do?
Your admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Thélème. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Then 2 of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe it. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my... More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need.
The Nauts like to be secretive, just like us. Guilds always are. But that does not make them heretics or poisonous. These priests are exaggerating.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information. Good day. I'm looking for several...
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. You should... They must have certainly seen something, especially eyeing all that the...
And what do these mage inquisitors...
They wear a very peculiar...
We cannot question all the inquisitors roaming around the island. Good day. I'm looking for... Do you know anything about...
Why? As a matter of 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern. He was telling these stories. He went outside for a moment to... You can imagine. Well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to have passed. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you what.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find Inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here. We're approaching the tavern.
If we're discreet, we should be able to eavesdrop on a conversation.
When are we going to act? Our men are twiddling their thumbs, and that's bad for their morale. Let's not even speak about the guards at the prison. Who likes having clandestine prisoners in their jails?
You are impatient. We haven't been able to get out of them what we need to hear, but it won't be long. Then we can act and launch the Grand Purify. While waiting, keep your men on a leash, especially those if the Mother Cardinal learns that you are detaining Notes in a cell.
We'll be in muddy waters, but then you will too.
They're gone.
To hell with those extremists. Why did they have to drag us into this? We must set these Notes free from their jails, green blood, or the situation will escalate and it will be bad for everyone. As for this talk of purification, there's something really suspicious about it, in my opinion.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and it's free. feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen. And it's free. Come and see me as soon as you have made your choice.
Halt! You have no authority to go.
Do not forget that there is only one song that can make us change our minds, Greenblood.
Played with golden notes.
You said it. Or songs of steel. They also open doors.
And if I gave you this? So that you might go...
In that case, I could certainly look the other.
Thank you. Thank you for getting...
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult, and I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort...
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did this to us. It doesn't... I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be...
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification, before they can execute their plan. We should go see this Domitius after all. What he will tell us may help us understand.
What do you want now?
Nothing. It's all...
Remember that the...
Ah, Your Excellency. The Enlightened must have sent you.
I'm listening.
As you may be aware, we suspected this island might be the one St. Lucius wrote about.
Did you?
We did, but this island was where St. Matthias lived at the end of his life, and where he founded a... Some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden, following his example. We chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one to... It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their budding faith by our theologians. As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us. All the more so because we discovered some tablets there, which were engraved by our founder.
An extraordinary discovery that confirms your suspicion.
I see you understand. Alas, these tablets were stolen. Probably by the islanders. I know that you are generally well accepted by... That is why I was hoping that you could help us to...
I suppose I could go to Eden and try and retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community, Father Justinian. May the Enlightened assist you in this holy quest, your...
What do you want from me, my son?
Sir de Sardet, emissary of the congregation.
Ah. The congregation still has the uncanny gift of surprising us. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Nauts would be among... They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves. Sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature, just like the sorcerer. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings...
Whatever do you mean?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the blood plague? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses.
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Good day, de Sardet.
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminous, and he spoke of his fear.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance.
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Naut's secrets, but the documents at the Harbor Master's office may teach us something new, if we can stay discreet. This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate it, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Nauts are hiding from us. I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars. Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments. These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. Oh. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side. And that. It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine. Does it really predict the weather? These instruments are incredible and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the problem. I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the best of him. Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
Things are about to get dicey.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
Yes?
I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our...
What is this about, Domitian?
Well, I don't rightly know.
Following up on the accusations of Bishop Domitius, I wanted to verify for myself what this was all about. I went to take a look at their storerooms and saw what they contained. There were neither idols nor objects of any ritual, nor even anything magical. And absolutely nothing that could be attributed to the origin of... I found nothing but measuring instruments. The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. If I had not intervened, these men would...
Is this true, Domitian?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil. I would have never...
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bet. You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his order's accusations concerning the Nauts. According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the natives, and they would also be implicated, therefore, in the appearance of...
That is an extremely serious...
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof other than the Naut's tradition of secret. But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking... I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naut building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Naut? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Without you, this city would now be... Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's record.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. What an astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is to find Father Justinius.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in the...
Thank you. Desarde.
And I am Father Justinius.
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is... If you want to learn more about these tablets, she supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablets' existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep...
I wonder how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence. Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets. Can I ask you some...
Of course.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising...
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to... But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as... You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to.
I imagine someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken... If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Whom do you suspect of being...
Oh, alas. I'm afraid there are many suspects. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the...
Well, thank you for these people.
I am the one who should be thanking you.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the... And then I stayed.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of sin. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of... But we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence...
Thank you. This information will... Thank you. I will... Greetings. Desarde. I am handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft.
Indeed.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can...
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the...
Of course. But all that matters to us is their value as proof. Not...
What can you tell me about that night?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet. And then
Someone had to enter the shack.
I have no idea.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many... And the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were...
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research. But they help. Some inhabitants of the village are still...
Well, thank you.
As you wish. But you won't find any... There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions on this island, to keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does, will only create more tension.
I was not expecting a theologian to say so. Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there were still some pagan natives. I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, hoping to study some new texts. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the islanders.
We must bring the light to this island.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean by that?
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here, but our mission is to banish pagan cults and convert the entire population to the light. The island belongs to Saint Matthias, and therefore...
You have a very unique way of seeing things. How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. And it has proved nothing but a blessing. I would like to go back to work now.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. Father. Tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built... The islanders called it Vixenagad, which translates to, we saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of Saint... And everything here fit the description of Saint Lucius, the discovery of the tablet. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in...
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty, by living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed are present.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stayed are on the path. Some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthias. That helped to convince...
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent them missionaries. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedlug, a highly violent village of heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to...
There are no Onomanawi and no warriors here either.
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. I have no doubt that one day we will manage. But, in the meantime, we must settle for the miracle of great coexistence that this place already... Nobody thought we could live side by side.
I must leave you.
May the enlightened...
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of the...
Hello. Desade.
There are Onol Manawi among the Logead Blau. What do you want from me?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to...
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Teleme, and how you received...
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place. They were asking questions. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had...
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you.
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent, and they destroyed. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love... Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive.
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Sage. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have...
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake... They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Soul. The priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed... I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to...
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor but men. Perhaps wiser than they are.
I have to go.
Loix.
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
On the other hand, had they followed their chief's example, this wouldn't have happened. Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur. There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence.
This priest, Virgil, said that the night was calm. So, the thieves only had to take the key.
It's very likely that that's what happened. But it can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
You think that the one who told them is...
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave. They must still have allies in the village, family or friends. We should go. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles. And enough...
You have returned on Manawi.
I think I know who stole the tablet.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries, they must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else.
You may be right.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you...
You're probably right. The Inquisitors would come back. I do not want to break the peace. I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helped...
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is...
I have no intention of hurting her, but things may not be so... I have to go.
Loix.
Greetings. Are you...
Bertie Tumad. Yes, that is me.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of Saint...
No. This is
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets.
The only means of alleviating the situation with Thélème is to give the priests their tablets back. So, if you don't want your son to suffer their wrath, it would...
Bran and the rest of the exiles, if you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left. It is riddled with traps. And please...
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
I hope you don't intend to fight them. They've already had to leave their families and their homes. They've suffered enough.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
Do it! What are you doing here?
I'm not here to fight you, but I must retreat.
What? How do you know we have them? We will not give them back! We lost our...
I know that you are seeking vengeance, but the priests will not be the only ones to suffer the consequences of your... Your mother helped you, and once they find out about it, she will pay the price in your...
No. She only told us which...
I doubt the Ordo Luminous will care. They will need someone to take the...
Very well. All that's left to do is to rejoin the Donea Exregao.
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I want...
Don't worry, all is well.
Adloredar. I did not believe my son to be... I will go see him and tell him to find another...
I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must...
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that...
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be certain that these thieves will not...
Had you respected this village, you would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here for their opinion. Instead of talking about harmony, start taking action to...
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. Oh, we may have been. We'll make sure to improve things in the future. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue.
I might come back at some point, but alas...
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research with...
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our found. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude.
Thank you. I hope...